Brian here with you, and we're going to now have a look at this very nice and scarce album, The Valley of the St. Croix, which is in the border between Minnesota and Wisconsin. This is a very scarce photographic publication here that was published in 8 parts in 1888 in Wisconsin. The imprint alone indicates to us that's an unusual location, a great date, and a very nice example. It was 8 parts complete, and what is likely going on here is long ago. This is almost certainly a 19th century binding that has been sort of enhanced and repaired with red linen tape, carefully done probably. It's got original marbled end papers, but this would have been issued just in paper and then later bound up. And so what we have is this binding. All of the loose individual heavy paper sheets have been mounted here into the book. This right here is almost certainly the remnants of the original paper cover that was on there. There is a small cutout here that's been backed by paper. And here begins the series of photographic plates, like so. These are wonderfully printed. It is a style of printing that is almost certainly a rotogravure style that results in this very pleasing, near photographic quality reproduction like this. And it's really a short-lived and very pleasing manner of reproducing images that was labor-intensive and expensive, and went out of vogue, no doubt due to the labor and expense involved. This is a great bird's eye view of Stillwater. This publication would have been almost certainly a relatively very small press run. It would have been expensive in its day. Oh, there's the railway station. There's a early railway train there. And there's people standing outside. These are very nice little early views of a brewery, the Stillwater Apple and Piper Brewery with people there. Okay, here's Hudson, a bird's eye view. Yes, this would have had a relatively local distribution and a small press run, and today it's a very scarce item. And to find it complete like this, in any condition at all of a binding, is unusual. And because normally it wouldn't be encountered just in paper wraps, with the paper wrappers being chipped. And yeah, there's a great bird's eye view of the main street in Stillwater. And here is the fire department. Look at that. That's great. Yeah. And there are in here, I've counted it. I'll just take a quick note here. Look, 42 photographic plates. There are 42 of these plates, and many of them contain multiple views. So I think it would be fair to say there are upwards of 80 or so individual specific different views all throughout. And so it goes on like this. Oh, look at this. Ha! Yeah, overlooking the prison. Okay. There's the high school building. Yeah, and here is, look at that. Horse-drawn carriages. Look at that, yeah. Huh. There we are, more of them. Yeah. Look at that. Furniture. Yeah. Lumber. And Stillwater, Hudson. Yeah, early electrical lines here, strung. There we are. Oh, look at this. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, from Liberty Hill, nice panoramic bird's eye. And so it goes on. Here we are, logging down the river. Newspapers. Yeah. This would have been sold by subscription, I think. I may have mentioned that, but if not, what that means is you would have received one part at a time as it was issued, and you had to accumulate all 8 parts to have the complete work, which is another reason why it's scarce. It wasn't sold or issued all at once, and so you had to almost certainly sign up either early on at the beginning, prior, or early on to get all the parts. Anything left over probably would have been sold, but that implies that they printed more than the subscription, which they may have, but not by a lot, because it would have been very expensive. Publishing books like this at this time involved quite a bit of capital investment, and so especially photographic books like this. And so I think we've seen it all, and if this book interests you, it is available now online from me, Brian DeMambro.